friends, it's Kay. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome to Hey Kay Budgets. Here on my channel, I do videos all about cash budgeting and budget planning, and today I'm going to be doing a video on my very first month ahead binder. I'm super excited, so let's go ahead and get started. So welcome back, guys. I am currently on location. If you're new to my channel, I do house and pet sitting, and so I have started a new house and pet sitting for the next week, and so I decided to bring all of my channel gear here to the new house and work on some videos. So one of the videos I had been trying to plan for a while now is my month ahead binder. I went ahead and just decided to pick out a beautiful like black animal textured, looks like alligator maybe. And so I decided that I would also kind of make it a spooky binder. So I have had an opportunity to, I guess during the last year, save enough money to be 2 months ahead. And so currently my cash budgeting method has a month of bills in the bank and a month of bills in cash to stuff my binder and stay focused on my cash budgeting. And so that really helps me when it's time to be at the end of the month and wrap up and then start the new month with cash. And anyway, it just works out really well since all of my bills come out of a cash reward credit card except for my mortgage. But anyway, point being, my plan was always to get a year ahead, and so I decided that that's what we're going to start to work on. So I have these month ahead trackers for free in my freebies link down below in my descriptions, and I have it's 3 to a page. So I had 9, but I actually decided to do 10. And so this last one, of course, is just gonna be a placeholder until I can get a new one made. But what I decided to do is I will have these trackers to kind of keep track of the different categories that I wanna get a year ahead on. And then I thought, since I have all of these fun, spooky savings challenges, I would use these first and kind of track the savings as we complete challenges. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. And if you're wondering, I got this fun little cauldron at Five Below yesterday. I just love it. It's got water in it and it's just so much fun. And so I'm looking forward to this spooky season. It's one of my favorite seasons to decorate with and have fun with. And when my girls were little, I used to love making their Halloween costumes, and we just always had such a blast at Halloween. So let's kind of go and jump in. I save $50 every week in my cash stuffings to go towards month ahead savings. So what I'm gonna do now is start to put my $50 a week money in my little envelope here, and it's gonna go in my new A5 binder. So I just kind of wanted to get it together with you guys and just kind of chat and hang out. I hope that if you guys are planning a spooky binder or have one already, that you're gonna enjoy it. I have been watching so many fun spooky savings already, and I think one of my favorites, I think, is from, is it Danny over at, let's see, I have one of her challenges, Craft Co Budgets, and she's got the Skelly Savings Challenge book. Oh my God, that is so amazing if you haven't seen it. Okay, so first I kind of want to see if, so I have my envelopes. Where are they? Right here. I want to have 10 categories. So let me count, make sure this is 10. Okay, I actually had 12, so we're gonna just put those 2 off to the side, and I'm gonna go ahead and get these envelopes into my binder. Okay guys, so I have 10 categories here, so let me kind of go through them with you. I decided to make them smallest to largest, and that way I can build motivation and it'll like pick up steam quickly, because the quick win is very, very motivating. So the first category that I would love to save a year ahead for is my Spotify. I love Spotify. I do a lot of computer work at my full-time job, and so Spotify music and podcasts are like my favorite things to listen to during the day when I'm not watching YouTube budgeting videos, of course. But Spotify for a whole year costs about $120. So each one of my squares I made $5, and I've decided that I'm gonna stuff $5 in every envelope, and we're gonna snowball method as we complete. So a lot of budgeting friends here on YouTube who have month ahead binders are doing it this way, and I really enjoy watching them. So I think it's a really great method to do this with. So if you're looking for some month ahead month ahead channels that do a binder, I will list a couple of them that I watch down in my descriptions if you want to go and follow them as well. Okay guys, so the first category is going to be Spotify, right? So each one's going to be $5, and we're going to stop here after this square. And so that's going to be the first one. And I also wanted to say that if you wanted to do this tracker and fill it up, like let's say you wanted to see a whole sheet completed and know that it's fully funded because every square is colored in, what I have done on my tracker is I have said that the month ahead total divided by 120 squares is going to equal the amount of each square. So if Spotify is $120 and there's 120 squares, it would be $1 a square, and that's how you would complete this whole tracker all at once. But since I'm going to be doing fives, I just decided to simplify it and make each square $5. Okay, so that's going to be the first category. The second category is my graphic design software called Adobe Illustrator, and it costs me about $300 a year. So it's going to be $5 a square, and I'm going to stop just before here. So if I were to do each square, it would be $2.50, but since I'm doing $5 at a time, we'll stop about right here. So that will be category number 2. All right, category 3 will be my HOA savings. It totals $400 a year. So I'm gonna do $5 a square again on this tracker, and we will stop right about here. So excited to get started on this. You have no idea. Okay, so, and then the fourth category is natural gas. It's gonna be about $525 a year. We're gonna stop right about here at $5 a square. But if I wanted to do 120 squares, it would be about $4.40. And then the fifth category here, let me get all this binder confetti out of the way. The fifth category would be my car insurance, and I estimate about $600 a year. I'm gonna try to always keep my car insurance as low as possible. So $5 a square means I will be able to fill in this whole tracker, and it'll be $600 total. All right, another category which will be about $600 is my lawn care for every year. And this was a really surprising total to me. I did not realize my lawn care service cost me $600 a year, which, you know what, guys, if anybody's looking for a business, geez, I think lawn care might be the business, because that's just basically like, I mean, they're at my house maybe 20 minutes. So that is, you know, great return on investment, I would think. So that is going to be category, I think, 6 or 7. So each square will be $5. And then let's see, we are on category 6, I guess, or 7. This is 7. So my electric averages about $950 a year. So I decided to bump up my squares to $10 each square. But if I were to do 120 squares, it would be $8 a square. But since we're working in increments of 5, I think that will be the easiest. All right, so category 8 will be my Wi-Fi. It's about $960 a year if it doesn't go up. It'll be $10 a square as well, and we'll stop right about here. Then I have for my my 9 category. My 9th category will be my water. And I averaged out a year's worth of my water for the last 12 months. And if you're new to this, all you have to do is go and sign up on your utilities website online, create an account if they don't have one for you, and then you can go and look at your billing history. So that's what I did with these utilities. I went ahead and just looked at my year's consumption between September of 2023 to September 2024, or August, I think is what I did. So water will be about $10 a square as well, and we'll stop right here. And then lastly, I decided to throw in a home category, and I chose $6,000 for home. And I figure that what I came about this amount because I am a homeowner. I have a higher deductible because I have a newer home, so I don't need to have insurance, as much insurance, because right now the home is new, so I wouldn't need to, insure as much because there wouldn't be that many expenses. But my higher deductible is about $6,000, and I figure that would account for a new roof, because that would most likely, or a new water heater. Those last about 10 to 20 years. The water heater about 10 years, the roof about 20, and a $6,000 deductible is a great amount for that kind of a replacement. All right, so each square will be $50, and since I stuff $50 a week, we will end this binder with stuffing the home deductible amount over and over and over again until possibly the new year starts, where I would try and start from the beginning again. So next time, in next September or whatever, we will go ahead and put these trackers back in here for all my different categories to make sure I am still working a year ahead. So I hope that all made sense. So let me kind of go through the different challenges I have here. And again, these are challenges that I've had for a little while, but I'm going to most likely have new ones coming in the mail that I will be switching out every now and then, just to keep things, lively and fun. And you know what? Since I have my money here, I'm going to go ahead and just pop it in right here like this, and that's how we will start every month ahead binder stuffing. All right, friends. Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of go in order. So this first tracker or scratcher that I got was from Danny over at Craft Co Budgets. I saw her tarot card Etsy listing probably maybe in March or April, and it saves $50. So we're gonna start with this scratcher. And $50 is a great amount to start with in the Spotify category. So we'll put that in spot number 1. Spot number 2 is my friend Candy over at Stuff and Budget. I got these cute trackers from her shop. This is like the murder mystery, and this is like the vintage Wicked Witch from her Wizard of Oz series. And I thought this was so creepy, but so much fun for her envelope. And Candy has always been such an amazing supporter on my channel. So we're gonna put these two here, and it'll save $125 total. This one saves $75, this one saves $50. And so I thought that would be a great start for this envelope here. All right, and next up, another great supporter on my channel is Eva over at Budget Your Life. And I have this $50 little spooky cupcake scratcher, and then this little spooky house tracker, and I get to assign a dollar amount for each icon. So I think we'll do that together here in our first stuffing, but I figure we could start with this cute scratcher and then move on to this one and see if we can't get some higher dollar amounts. So this will go into HOA, and I thought with the house and everything, that would be pretty cute. All right, and I do have other supporters. Oh, and look, that's so cute. Eva always considers like these other trackers where she says starts on, finished, saved, and category. She's always really good about staying super organized, and I love that about her channel and her savings challenges. All right, guys, and the next few, or actually I want to go ahead and get a game in next. So I got this cute Lifestyles of the Witch and Famous I Spy Savings Challenge. It saves $120 as well. So I thought this would be fun for natural gas, and it's got a cute little house on it. And I think as I continue to find spooky challenges with like a haunted house, I'll continue to add it to my month ahead binder. Maybe even as the year goes on, it'll have different themes, but I think houses and things around the house are, would be great for month ahead. But anyway, this is her I Spy, and it is going to be a test of the eyes. So I have old eyes, and she's got tiny little dollar amounts hidden within her picture. So as time goes by, we'll kind of search them out, maybe circle them or cross them or something. I'm not sure how I'll do this one, but this is going to be a game. And so we're going to do the I Spy for natural gas. And I'm just going to put it in like this. That sounds good. Okay, I love seeing this beautiful dashboard. And this was a digital on Allie Bear Budgets. This was a digital on her Etsy shop. And so Alex over there created a dashboard for me so that I could include this in my binder and just keep this off to the side. So thank you, Alex. Appreciate that. Okay, guys, and let me see what else I have. I think the rest might just be mine. And these are just gonna be fillers until my other ones come in, and I'll start switching them out. So let me go ahead and do this first one here. This is the Freddy Krueger and Jason Happy Birthday Savings Challenge. It saves $40. This is just fun because Freddy Krueger is celebrating his 40th birthday. So Freddy Krueger came out in 1984. So I thought this was fun, and Justin, of course, helped me create this, and it's so funny to me. But it's gonna go into car insurance, I guess, and so it'll get us a quick start on this tracker. Lawn care, I thought, let's see, let's go ahead and let me see what I have here. I have my different savings challenges that are digitals on my shop. And let's go ahead and use this Beetlejuice one for lawn care. I love this one, and this one saves $65, and this is a DIY digital scratcher on my Etsy shop, which I do have to say thank you to everyone who participated in my Labor Day sale. A couple of weeks, I think or at the beginning of the month in September it ended, and so it was going on for a couple weeks. So I really appreciate you all of you who went there, and I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying my challenges. Justin and I are having so much fun working together on some of these, and so anyway, thank you again. Okay, so electric is next, and I think what I want to do, I do love Wednesday Addams, the Wednesday episodes. I think the show was on Netflix, right? I do love that show. Her character is so much fun. I love watching her, and she's so beautiful. And so this one saves $60, and I believe my friend Veronica over at Weekly Budgets Co. also has a digital Wednesday savings challenge that we're gonna rotate out when I finish this one, and this was for electric. So that's gonna be a great start on that one. Wi-Fi is next. So let me go ahead and let me do something cute. Let me go ahead and do my pandas. So I do have some panda savings challenges that were inspired when I did Budget Olympics with Kimmy over at Beijing Girl Budgets. And so I have a Happy Halloween with a Panda Witch and here. And so it's just a digital download, and I added my own scratchers. Each one's worth $50. So let's go ahead and drop it into Wi-Fi. All right, and let's do water next. Let me see, how much do I have left? Okay, just 2 more. So let me do my cute little monster trick-or-treater savings challenge. I love this one. This one saves $60, so we'll go ahead and pop that in here for water. And then home care, I guess I'll just do another Beetlejuice one since I'm out of savings challenges, but I do have an extra. I do have a friend. Who is it? Who is sending me another one? I think it's Becca Budget 777. I bought one of her spooky challenges. So you guys, one of these got flagged for property. I think, what do you call it, like intellectual property, and I think it got tagged because I used "the juice is loose" or something like that in the title, and I think it got tagged because they must have that phrase trademarked. So what I have decided is I think I'm going to give this away as a freebie, and so I'm going to put this down in my freebies link for you guys. Since I'm not able to sell it, I don't want to test Etsy and try and relist it or anything. So I think that's what I'm going to do. This will be up for a limited time only. I think it'll be for the next 2 months. I'll go ahead and leave it in my freebies link. So you'll have plenty of time to grab a copy for yourself and get it printed, laminated, and stuck with a sticker. So we'll go ahead and do this one since it's a freebie for this last category for home. All right, friends. The last thing I wanted to add to my spooky binder is a new dashboard. So Justin and I have been having a lot of fun creating dashboards as well, you guys. And I have just been so super busy. And since I'm on vacation this week, I might actually start listing the dashboards on my Etsy shop a little bit at a time as I get them going. I have them sized for all of the A5, A6, as well as the Happy Planner sizes, as well as like a different like personal size planner size. And so what I'll do is add the listing for the A5 and the A6. And if you want a Happy Planner size, you're welcome to reach out to me and I'll send you that file. You know, just send me a note. If you check out with an A5 or an A6, they'll be all listed at the same price. But if you want a different size, just make sure to include that in your note and I will make sure to give you that file digitally. So anyways, so we created these 2 spooky dashboards and I hope you can see them pretty well. One is this spooky witch with this cat and these pumpkins and these crows, and I just think it's so scary. You can't really tell. I've got the lights off. I'm hoping I can adjust the brightness on my video, but this one's so fun and spooky. And then of course we have a haunted house, which I thought would be really fun for my month ahead binder. And so what I'm gonna do, and it's got this little like ghoul here floating in the air and like gnarly looking trees and a gnarly looking sky with the moon and bats and these jack-o'-lanterns down here. Ooh, it looks so spooky. It almost looks like the Bates Motel, doesn't it? Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is put this one in the front and then I'll put my witch in the back. But what I liked about my dashboard ideas was I was thinking, and of course I didn't do it with these, but they're gonna come with 2 images, okay? Each dashboard is gonna come with 2 images that you can print back, front to back. That way you have a nice little dashboard that's got an image on both sides. And so I have a really good example that I have in my birthday binder that I'll show you guys later in a different video. But what you can do is just print them front to back on the long edge size and of course laminate and trim it and then hole punch it and it'll be perfect. Or you can print them separately like I did and have one in the front and one in the back. Because having a dashboard in the back helps keep the envelopes straight. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but your envelopes can get kind of crinked up back here. And so having a dashboard at the back kind of protects your envelopes and keeps everything nice and organized here. But y'all, that is my month ahead binder. And so I went looking for some fun little accessories to put in my binder, but I didn't get very far. I need to go to Hobby Lobby and see what I can put in here. The only thing I really found that was cute that I didn't buy, it was a big puffy little bat, a black bat, but I thought it would kind of get in the way and I don't know. So we're gonna just kind of stick with something that I can find at Hobby Lobby. Maybe some papers or I don't know, something fun. All right, guys, so I have $50 to play with today. And so let me go ahead and get my cash tray and my dice and I'll be right back. Okay, friends, I'm ready to go. So let's go ahead and start with this first scratcher. I want to try and get around at least one time with $50. So we're gonna just roll once for each scratcher. So this, I've already rolled a 1, so we'll just start up here at the top on Danny Spill the Tea tarot card. And this has saved us $6. All right, so $6 going into the Spotify envelope. All right, and next up is this cute Wicked Witch. I want to start with this one first for my illustrator. And let's see which one we're going to scratch. Number 1 again. Okay, so let's go ahead and start up here. All right, friends, that is so cute. She put a little 4 inside of a witch's hat. I love that. Okay, so we're gonna stuff $4 and move on to the next one. Okay, friends, this is going to be the HOA scratcher, and we're gonna start with this cute cupcake one and number 4. So let's kind of go up like this and go around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, friends, that was $3. So 1, 2, and 3, and let's keep going. The lifestyles of the witch and famous. So I'm gonna see which one I can see first. It looks like the first one I saw was a number 3. So let me get a marker. How am I gonna do this? Let me see if red will show up. Yeah, red will show up. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with the 3 today. Next up is Happy Birthday, Freddie. And let's see which one we're gonna scratch. Number 4, and let's kind of go around like that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So friends, that's another 3. So I hope I don't run out of ones. Didn't even think about that. All right, next up is my Beetlejuice Savings Challenge for lawn care. Let's see what we're gonna do. Number 4 again. My goodness, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was a perfect number 5. I don't know if you can tell, but that's a number 5, so that's great. We can use one of our 5s. And Wednesday is next, and this is going to electric. Okay, friends, that was a number 4, so we're gonna stuff 4. Oh, and we're low on ones. We may have to go and pull the rest of these 5s out in singles. But let's see how far we can get. So next up is my Happy Halloween Panda Witch. So guys, that was $8. So we'll do a 5, 6, and 7. And let me go ahead and make some change. Okay, friends, I went ahead and cashed out $15 in 5s into 1s. So we'll go ahead and put 8 in here and wrap this one up. And if I can condense any of these, I will. All right, next up is my little monster trick-or-treaters. And this is going to water. So let's see which one we're gonna scratch. Friends, that was $4. I'm glad I exchanged those 5s. So $4 going into water. And let's see. Lastly is the Beetlejuice scratcher. That is now a freebie. So let me go ahead and see which one we're gonna scratch. Number 5. And guys, that was a $5 bill. So let me go ahead and just count 5 ones for now. And that means we made it all the way around. Let's see what we have left to work with. That's exactly $5 left to work with. So we'll go ahead and start back up at the beginning. Let's see, number 3. Okay, so I think we started at the top, so 1, 2, and 3. So friends, that was $3. So let me go ahead and pop this back in here. And now we have $9 saved in Danny's challenge. And that means we get to, I'm gonna go ahead and color in one of the squares. There we go. And so we've gotten a start on Spotify. So we just need one more dollar in there to color in another square. All right, next up is Candy's Wicked Witch. And we have $4 saved in this one. So let me just roll and see which one we're gonna scratch next. Number 2. And guys, I rolled a 5. So we don't have $5, we only have 2 more, so that means we owe ourselves $3. So let me go grab an IOU and we'll take care of that the next time we come into this binder. All right, friends, that's it. That's all we have for today. So that gets us started with our very own month ahead, personal month ahead savings with $50. And that completes that. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me while I did this. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.